Do you constantly see your blood sugar level increasing despite your efforts, or your blood pressure is constantly high despite the medications you're taking? You could be on amlodipine, losartan, S-Forge, etc., and it doesn't make any difference in your blood sugar control. Well, in our last video, we mentioned that not identifying and effectively removing your stress triggers can keep you in a state of chronic stress, which functionally increases your blood pressure and your blood sugar level. Now, in this video, we'll be talking about how to go into a state of rest and digest, which is the opposite of fight and flight state that is triggered when you're continuously experiencing stressful situation. But before we dive into the details of today's video, my name is Margaret Wonah. I'm a pharmacist, the founder of the Diabetes Care Network, and the visionary behind the School of Diabetes Mastery, which is a 4-week online course that teaches you how to reverse type 2 diabetes so you can enjoy your life, right? Your life does not have to be dictated by diabetes. All right, let's go right into it. Now, the opposite of the fight and flight state that is triggered by stress is rest and digest. I know the fight and flight state is very common, that is what most persons know, but I want to introduce you to the rest and digest state. This is a state where the body is calm, digestion is going optimally. Remember, when you're in a state of chronic stress, your body doesn't digest food appropriately, which results in continuous acid reflux. So if you have chronic ulcer, you want to check your stress levels. You want to ensure that you take yourself away from that fight or flight state to a state of rest and digest. This is also called the calming and restoring state. Now, why is it important that we move to a state of rest and digest? Remember, we've said that in a state of fight and flight, two hormones are released, adrenaline and cortisol, that increases your blood pressure and your blood sugar level. So if you're in a state of chronic stress, these things begin to happen, and you realize that your sugar level, your blood pressure, your digestive system, in short, your whole immunity comes crashing down, right? So it is important that to enjoy healthy lives, we need to consciously, intentionally bring ourselves back to a state of rest and digest, because everywhere we find ourselves, we are going to have triggers. We have money issues, we have toxic relationships, we have people that just don't want to have sense. But what do? You intentionally take yourself from that fight and flight, having realized how it negatively impacts on your health goals, to state of rest. So it's about intentionality. You've got to be very intentional in achieving your health goals, and I'm here to cheer you on, to guide you, and just to show you how to go about it. Now, when you're in a state of rest and digest, important hormones are released. I'm going to try to make this as easy, as simple as possible. So we have oxytocin, we have serotonin, endorphins, dopamine, released in a state of rest and digest. Now, we know that oxytocin is called the love hormone. It is a hormone that is released when we are in very intimate relationship. So when you're able to go to this state, you feel loved. Serotonin is a natural antidepressant. So when people are diagnosed with clinical depression, we give them drugs that try to mimic serotonin. So when you're in a rest and digest state, your body releases serotonin, so depression will be far from you. If you're feeling very tensed or depressed, the techniques I'll be showing you will be very important to taking you back to that state where the level of serotonin is increased. Endorphins are also released, which is a happy hormone, and dopamine is also released, which is a happy hormone. So everybody should intentionally try to be in a state of rest and digest. So when you're in a state of rest and digest, the hormones released in the opposite state, which is fight or flight, such as cortisol and adrenaline, are reduced. When they are reduced, your blood pressure goes back to normal, your blood sugar level goes back to normal, all things being equal. Having explored the importance of this rest and digest state, how do we hack our brain to get into this interesting state? I like the Dr. Powers model. It's very simple. It's called the BMW, like my wife. The BMW model. So B stands for breathe, M is meditation, and W is the magic word. So what you do is you take deep, slow breath for say 10 to 5 to 10 times. 5 to 10 times. I've been able to do this for, I do 7 breaths, so you can do between 5 to 10 times. So just breathe in, exhale slower. So just take deep slow breaths, 5 to 10 breaths. Then once you're done, if you're doing 5, after the 5th breath you just meditate for 1 minute. So think about something that is truly important to you. Think about it for 1 minute and then say the magic word. The magic word could be rest, it could be tranquility, it could be relaxation, it could be beautiful. Just say the magic word that has or makes meaning to you. Then you continue the cycle. So before I start, I like to set my timer to 10 minutes. So I take my breath about 5 to 7 or sometimes 10. Then I meditate. I just calm down and meditate for 1 minute. Then I say the magic word and I repeat. So when you do this, your body goes back to a state of rest and digest. Imagine how simple it is. So at this state, these happy hormones are released, and once you do it, you notice that you're happier, you feel more fulfilled, and you're super pumped to take over the world once I'm done with my 10 minutes morning routine. So you can do this in the morning or in the evening, right? The BMW is very simple and effective in ensuring that you take your body to a state of rest and digest. I hope this has been very useful to you. If you have any question, please feel free to leave a message in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to respond. I would also want to take a minute to invite you to join the School of Diabetes Mastery. It is a signature course for 4 weeks where we teach diabetics and their caregivers how to effectively reverse type 2 diabetes so they can wake up to normal blood sugar levels. You can click the link to learn more about the School of Diabetes Mastery. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.